Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a minute. I know I was dealing with a bunch of other stuff. Last week, I was like, I don't know about this, and I got caught up with life, but it's another one. Welcome to the B sides of the fight game with your boy, Mr. B here. It is Thursday. Thursday. Leap year. Well, not leap year, but the leap month. Yeah, it is a leap year, you would call it, right? Because today's the 29th. Thursday, February 29th, to be exactly. To be exact. Oh, to be exactly. To be exact. Yeah. Hope you're doing well. I am all right. I am here in my house. I was gonna do this one yesterday, but I was like, I've been caught up with like all these court cases and all this stuff that's going on in the world. So I like to, from time to time, take the time to sit and watch and just to get, learn. So I did that, and you know, politics because election year. This is an election year, of course, and things are coming to light and people are being exposed and all that stuff. So I like to sit and look and put my binoculars and put my mind to the info, what's going on, whether it's the war, as I mentioned, the politics, celebrities, all that stuff, but the court cases and all these trials and all these things that are happening to catch a good, clear view of things, because we live in America. I love America, but the information sometimes gets misconstrued, and not all the information you get here in the States is true. So, and they're trying to stop the real journalists, real people doing real media coverage from the garbage that we're fed. So, props to those people, the real journalists, the real news people that are putting out info, not just these copy paste people. So, what was I supposed to talk about? I think the last time was I here Taporia? I think I was, but I didn't talk about Taporia. We know Taporia is the new featherweight champion. Yes. Um, that was crazy as hell. Um, trying to remember exactly where we left off at. Hold on, because I didn't do one the last time. So I can actually just backtrack real quick. Um, hold on. Uh, no, what was? So we got the last. Yeah, 298. I don't think. Yeah, 298. I was supposed to come on. Nope. I watched that. Yeah, I didn't get on for that. Yeah, there you go. We were supposed to talk about it, but since I didn't get on for it, that's what it was. The drawing the lines for what had happened. Volkanovski getting knocked out. Well, since I'm here, let us touch on it pretty much. So the last time I was here, I got on here, talked about Topuria Volkanovski. Ilya Topuria knocking out Alexander Volkanovski, became the world champ, which I'm still in awe about in a way, but it happened. Just putting a little bit of pressure and just throwing the hands. Robert Whitaker beat Paulo Costa in a really good damn fight. Ian Gary had Jeff Neal had a dull fight. Strategic somewhat, but dull as hell. Merab Dvalishvili big brothered Henry Cejudo to a unanimous decision. Um, so damn, that had to be one of the craziest fucking things that you'll probably see in mixed martial arts. The fact a gold medalist got handled like the way he did against Merab, fucking crazy. And Fluffy Hernandez submitting Roman Kopylov in the second round. Amanda Lemos beating Mackenzie Dern in a unanimous decision, which kind of was going to get it rocky depending. Mackenzie got lumped up, but Mackenzie also throwing submissions and shit. Making Lemos look kind of normal. Marcos Rogerio de Lima kicked off Justin Taffa's little brother's leg, Junior Taffa, because Justin got sick. Oh no, Justin got injured. That's what happened. My fault. Rania Nakamura beat Carlos Vera soundly. Ming Yang Zhang knocked out Bredson Ribeiro. Fucking 3-punch combination. All 3 punches landed. Then he knocks him out with the hammer fist for punctuation. Danny Barlow shows up from the Contender Series last year to stop Josh Quinlan. Fucking nasty way of finishing the fight, too. Poor Quinlan, man. He has not been the same. Oban Elliott got that win against Val Woodburn by unanimous decision. And Miranda Maverick had won. Volkanovski gonna sit out for a little bit. Topuria is looking to try to fight, move up the weight, move up the division. He get a fight. That's kind of crazy. It's motherfuckers are be like really insane sometimes. Then we had what we had? We got some Cage Warriors, some LFA events that took place. Junto Nakatani had beat Alejandro Santiago with a 6-round stoppage, which was pretty fucking clean. It was a bantamweight title fight, WBC title fight, which that was eventful fight. But I'm gonna go into oh shit, I actually got good picks. Yeah. Yeah. Nakatani, round 6. That was 100. NOA KO TKO. I said round 4. He got it done in round 9. Damn. Tanaka got the finish by he got a decision. Yeah. I got that right. Sultan. Is it Sultan? Oh, Sultan lost in the first round by. Oh yeah, that's stupid. I didn't take all the Japanese people. And then I had who was it? Yeah, Kobayashi winning by decision. Yes, Ren Kobayashi beating Kensho Oyamada, Riku Matsuda. I thought Jonas Sultan was gonna do it, but I'm dumb. I should have just stuck with the Japanese dude, right? Tanaka, I knew that because I know Kosei. Kosei is a really good fighter, and Tokumo Inoue, he's just that guy. Nakatani, but I'm glad I got that Takada decision and Nakatani. I called that shit right. Nakatani, KO in round 6. I know my boxing, man. I know my boxing. I like my fighters. My fighters are very good. I like my reads, man. My reads are very well, depending on what is going on, you know. But yeah, PFL, man. Oh shit! Before I even get into that, there was the KSW card that took place last weekend, which was I didn't get to watch it, but it was very entertaining. Thomas Adamek had beat Magomed Khalidov due to a hand injury. But Phil DeFreeze and Josh Barnett went to a draw in a submission fight. Darko Stosic beat Mateusz Sheffield um in less than a round, which that was pretty cool. There's a couple other good fights you could check out there too. Majority of these fights, yeah, majority of these fights actually went to finish. There was about 10 fights on there. Two of them are finishes. No, three. So three is technically 7, 2, and 1. One draw, two decisions, three full finishes. 7 full finishes, my fault. But yeah, but check that out. That was okay. But this PFL Bellator card that took place last weekend was kind of crazy. As you mentioned, I didn't get to get on to be on here, so it kind of sucks. But the PFL Bellator card took place last weekend. It was a very fucking fun card. Very. Actually, it picked up. The earlier fights, the prelim fights, were kind of weak, but then they picked up into really strong fights the deeper it went. So we had locals, some local guys, amateur guys fight. Malik Bashel fought Vinicius Pajea. Bashel is from the region. Pajea is Brazilian. And Bashel was from Saudi Arabia. This was in Riyadh, if I remember correct. I don't want to talk. Maybe not bullshit. Yeah, this was Riyadh. Yeah, Riyadh season. Saudi Arabia. So he was out here representing. Good fight, good back and forth. Bashel did a lot, got his wrestling going quite a bit. Got the takedowns, did some good ground and pound work. For the most part, but the rest of it was just basic, nothing crazy. But it was a good win, though. Good win for Bashel. Bashel is 18-1. Vinicius Pajea 5-1. Then we had my dude Abdullah Al Khatani, who actually had a rough opening round of this fight, but finished up in style, man, against Edukondala Rao. Rao, if I remember correctly, was from India. 4-2. Rao was punching kind of weird, but Rao actually got a knockdown on Al-Qatani. Al-Qatani was kind of, I don't know if I guess it's probably the nerves because it was a big fucking show. Let's be for real. Celebrities were out the wazoo, man. And Al-Qatani got rocked. He got dropped. He was trying to figure himself out. The weird striking style of Rao came in. A lot of clinching. But eventually Al-Qatani figured it out. Al-Qatani used his footwork pretty much and his striking. Some really good combinations to the body and the head, Mixed it up well. Got a takedown or two. I got one big takedown. I remember that. But eventually got the standing TKO victory in the third round. Go Abdullah. He moves up to 8-1. 4-2 is Rao. Then we had this weird fight because they put Clarissa Shields came back, y'all. Clarissa Shields came back. She fought Kelsey DeSantis. DeSantis was this lady who hadn't fought MMA in some time. She was 1-2, returning here against the 1-1 Clarissa Shields. It was a catch weight of 165, which was fucking ridiculous. That's even bigger than fucking, you know what I mean? Bigger than the 155. Like, goddamn. They got in there, and it was pretty much Kelsey DeSantis being this grappler. And Clarissa Shields sticking to her guns and being the striker, you know. Clarissa was throwing hands. So at times the hands did not look pretty. They kind of look. She got a little sloppy, a little aggressive. It's kind of different when you're punching in, you know, those 10-ounce gloves compared to those 4-ounce gloves. You know what I mean? 10-ounce plus, depending. But yeah, the 4-ounce gloves is different. So she was throwing some good punches later in the fight, but she did get taken down. She had to face an fight off an armbar attempt, fight off some ground and pound. But then she got her own stand-up striking going. And I think she had gotten a takedown. She got in a top position. She was trying to throw some nasty shit, man, but she couldn't really. You could tell both these ladies were they were there for the fight. They didn't care how they were gonna get the win, but they were just trying to damnedest. Clarissa Shields got the split decision win. Then we seen DeSantis be sore loser. You know, she got upset. She was like, "Oh, you know, you punched me," but no, I guess the fight damage could do. You know that. You know, she thought she won the fight, but I guess they wanted more of the damage and stuff like that. And Clarissa was like, "Yo, you know, respect to you, but you can't be talking like that. I got the fight. I won." You know, and then Kelsey was like, "Oh, your punches didn't hurt me, but you were getting punched up." You know what I mean? She's like, "I'll be back," and this and that. And she was talking some crazy shit. I don't know. But we'll probably see this if they have the 155 tournament. I don't know. Or just women fights in general in the tournament, this year's tournament. Then cool. We'll see how it plays out. Maybe the rematch. Who knows? Biagio Ali Walsh fought this dude Emmanuel Palacio. This one was interesting because it went to a decision. More so because Ali Walsh didn't fight. You know, normally he goes in there, he's headstrong, and he throws a lot of the punches, the boxing combinations. Nah, he mixed it up and used some roll-time takedowns, got a lot of control. Palacio, I don't know what the fuck this guy is like. His you know his you know, how the fuck he was doing in his amateurs and shit like that. But it was very weird to see because you came in there, you're getting taken down, you're trying to pull guard. What the fuck are you doing? Like, this dude was trying to pull guard. You're gonna get taken down. The fuck are you pulling guard for? You're jumping into guard. What the fuck are you doing? And pretty much giving himself up in these fights, like, and then you pull guard. You're pulling guard and you do nothing with the shit. What the fuck are you pulling guard for then? But Ali Walsh did good, threw some punches. I think I seen an elbow. I might have seen an elbow. Because the rules were you know, they were allowing elbows in these fights. But because of the way shit was going, you didn't really see it like that. But good job, Biagio. Showing your skill set, your growing skill set. You're still up. You're still going up there, you know. And this was a pro fight, man. So there you go. We had Aaron Pico. Aaron Pico was supposed to fight. Who was it? Pico was supposed to fight Braga. There you go. He was supposed to fight Braga. And I think Braga got injured. So yeah, because it was supposed to be Patricio Pitbull versus Braga, and then Braga pulled out the fight. So then when they put this dude, and they said, "Oh, they're gonna rebook and bullshit, whatever." But so Pico got to fight a guy who beat him a while back, and Henry Corrales. They fought this time though at lightweight. So it was a late notice fight for Corrales somewhat. But Pico was out here. Pico with the beard and the somewhat growing hair, man. That shit is cool look for Pico. Pico looked pretty fucking ripped in this fight though. I guess it's probably because of the added weight. But Pico looked like a fucking unit here. And Corrales looked pretty big himself. But once that bell rang, fuck, man. I wish Corrales would have got more time to prepare for Aaron Pico. Because this wasn't just the guy that is getting all the hype and then we don't know, hit or miss. No, Pico came out there and Pico's like, yo, I'm on a mission. And Pico went out there and went for the takedown when he needed a takedown. He busted up Corrales when he needed to bust up Corrales. Landed body shots, hit in the head. Did all that he needed to do, man. And rocked up Corrales. Corrales got dropped. Then he got on him, ground and pound, man, for the first round finish. Just when we thought the round was gonna be over. Nope. Pico won. Pico looked great out there. I'm looking forward to see what this union of Bellator and the PFL could do for a guy like Aaron Pico. Because Pico's out here now, man. He's 13-4. He's 13-4. He showed he looked good at the 145 for sure. If he wanted to take fights at 155, I'm not mad at that either. The build looked proper. So I think he could go out and do that if he wanted to. Yeah, shit's fantastic, man. Let's see what he does. The next one was it was kind of a shocker, but kind of like, goddamn. Clay Collard fought AJ McKee. Now, for people who don't remember, Clay Collard, multiple time finalist for the PFL championships in the lightweight division, has fought some big names, has beaten some big names as well in the tournament, including Stevie Ray. He actually stopped Stevie Ray. He beat the brakes off of the boy Showtime Anthony Pettis. He beat what's this dude's name? Shane Burgos. Beat quite a number of guys. AJ McKee, former Bellator featherweight champion, went through a list of guys while being undefeated. Beat some of the big names there. Moved up here to lightweight. And all it was, bro, Clay got at him. They threw some punches. AJ fell backwards. Clay jumped into the guard. That was the worst fucking thing he could have ever done. That man AJ said, cool, bro. You want to be in my guard? What it was that he got the guillotine. That's what happened. He got a guillotine. It was the guillotine that happened. AJ got the guillotine. He took him down dropped him down, pulled his head out, was in the guard still. And then AJ said, yo, we chain this shit up. I'm going to throw these legs up. The legs got up. It's like, oh my God. So now the triangle comes up. You're like, oh, shoot. This dude Clay trying to get up and move away. The arm, no! And just when Clay looked like he was about to get out, nope, the arm's still in. He taps. Fucking hell, man. 1:10, bro. Clay Collard, the working man's fighter, gets finished by AJ McKee. There's levels to this shit, man. And Clay been working in stand-up good, but that shit shows that, Clay, you gotta really work your way to bettering your ground game, man, because that's fucking insanely fucked up. Like, seriously. But a little surprising. I'm shocked because of how fast it ended. But like, damn, bro, AJ's the truth. That's gonna be a terror, man. If he jumps into the PFL lightweight tournament, God bless. God bless, man. Yo, Romero got a win against Thiago Santos. This wasn't the most pleasing fight. This is probably one of the more sad fights I've probably seen from Thiago Santos ever since the injury to his legs, man. Against John Jones. This shit just Santos just looks like a shell of himself, bro. Like he's afraid to get aggressive. He's afraid to engage. My dude's just like, yo, I'm here. Um, I'm here. I get a paycheck. I'm gonna fight. And it's fucking crazy because he got busted for PEDs. They got suspended. The 6-month suspension for the PED use. Oh shit! Hold on a second. Let me see what's going on here. I hear a big boy car. Okay, dude down my block. All right. Dude down my block here. Neighbor, somewhat. He's like 3 or so. It's like 2, 3 houses next to me. He on a grayish, I think it's a grayish greenish looking Mustang. This year's Mustang. So actually, that bullshit is 2020 is a 2022 Mustang. But yeah, nice. It's nice though. That shit loud as fuck, man. But that shit is roaring strong, boy. Muscle, American muscle. But yeah, what I was saying. Yeah, Thiago Santos, man. Ah, boy. Yeah, just stood there. Didn't get aggressive with no kicks. Well, he's not throwing kicks because he's kind of scared. Doesn't want to throw no big punches. Just like, what the fuck, man? Like, I don't know. I don't know. Really don't know. Like, how, bro? How? But yo, all went out there, threw a couple punches here and there. It was a lot more of the kicking, some body kicks, but a lot of the lower leg kicks. Just fucked up Thiago Santos' lead leg. Santos was afraid to engage. Yo, all won by decision. Sound victory. Wasn't pleasing though, but Yoel Romero's my dude. He won. Come on. I'm not gonna get mad. The next fight was a wash. Vadim Nemkov made his debut as a heavyweight in U.S. soil. Well, as far as this event goes, PFL Bellator, as the merger goes, this was his heavyweight debut. He's been a heavyweight before, but he fought the 2022 champ, yeah, Bruno Capoloza. I think he's a 2022 champ, right? 2021 or 2022 champ. I think it's 2020. Yeah, I think he's the. I think he was the 2021 champ. Yeah, it was the 2021 champ. Okay. But yeah. He came out here. Is it 2021? 2022? Yeah, 2021. I'm thinking. Yeah. Oh shit, I can't remember. Yeah, because one of them was Ante Delija who won. Delija, that one. Yeah. But Bruno Capoloza came out here. The big, fast, heavyweight, big punches, punch combinations, massive overhand. somewhat of the younger version of Junior Dos Santos. This guy was trying to strike. He got beat by the speed and accuracy of Vadim Nemkov. Nemkov got in there, man, because Nemkov still maintains the speed of the light heavyweights. You got the build and the strength of the heavyweight. And the fucking strategic mind, man. This guy kept stepping in and out, moving and just dipping and ducking and working his jab at 1-2 shots. Bruno wasn't really able to really get any of those shots off the way he wanted to. Nemkov kept being up to the punch, man. And then implemented the wrestling. Bruno's in trouble. Bruno tried to throw some big shit. Then he a little bit. Okay, cool. Throw a leg kick here and there. Okay. I'm going to get this big takedown. He got the big takedown now. He works his way. Got a squeeze on him in the full mount, in the arm triangle. Got to the squeeze. Then he walks over to the side to, put more pressure. I don't even think he really needed that shit. He could have stayed in the full guard, in the full mount. This dude, Bruno, was asleep. Second round submission. Just washed him easy. How? This one was embarrassing. Number 9. So yeah, I had picks. So the opening fight, I picked wrong. But I had Al-Qatani, KOTK round 2. It ended up being round 3. I had Shields, and I thought Shields was going to get a KO, but that went to decision. I had Ali Walsh. That was right, but no, that was a decision. Aaron Pico, I had him by submission in round 2. He ended up with the worst first round finish. I had Clay Collard, who lost regardless of how, but he lost. And the third fight that I got wrong, shame on me, but I'll let y'all know real quick. But so yeah, Jason Jackson fought Ray Cooper III, and of course I'm gonna pick Jason Jackson because I'm looking at this shit like yo, and it's crazy because I picked Nemkov. I did pick Nemkov submission round 2. Ha, that's crazy. Check me out on Tapology, Mr. B. I'm there. But yeah. Yeah, man. Two perfect picks. So I had Jason Jackson, KO. And I took round 3. This was done in round 2, though. Jason Jackson and Ray Cooper III. First of all, Jackson was supposed to fight Magomed Karamov, which would have been a really great fucking fight. As far as 2 welterweights outside the UFC go, this was going to be a top-notch fight. Unfortunately, Magomed Karamov got injured, so Jason Jackson had to fight Ray Cooper III, who was a former, PFL welterweight tournament winner and champion. But Ray Cooper decided to take this at a catchweight fight of 182 pounds. And that's cool because Cooper is a stocky, big boy, stocky, thick Hawaiian guy. Problem is, that means Jason Jackson and that lanky frame of his also gets that 182-pound lift up. You know what I mean? And all this one was just pure strategy. I'm going to hit you from range, and I'm going to chop your lead leg. Ray Cooper had no answer for the fucking leg kicks. Just like how Thiago Santos had no answer for the leg kicks, Ray Cooper had no answer for the leg kicks. No answer for the punch combinations that Jason Jackson was throwing. Push kicks, kicks to the legs, jabs, and just probing with the punches. And then manages to knock this dude, on the ground, and then get on him to throw the finishing punches in the second round 23 seconds into the second round. I don't know what the fuck is going on in Ray Cooper's head. They say Ray Cooper's going through some shit. Yo, Ray, assess what the fuck is going on in your life, bro. And figure out whether you want to be a welterweight or a middleweight. And if you still want to be here in the PFL or if you want to leave, man, because, bro, you're a good talent. But if you're just going to give up wins like this because you're going through some shit, you got to sit down away from the sport and reevaluate your decision-making skills, man. And what the fuck are you doing? Because who wants to really sit out here and talk about, yo, I'm going to come out here to collect a check and we get fucked up, but whatever. It's a check. Nah, bro. Fuck that. That's not me. I never do that shit. Hell nah. You know, you gotta have respect for yourself and respect for the sport, man. I know sometimes, you know, you gotta pay bills. Bills ain't gotta pay themselves. But damn, don't go out there and get washed up. You got washed up when you jumped in the last fight against Derek Brunson. You know what I mean? Brunson came in and had you fight Brunson, and you was knocking Brunson, but you couldn't defend the damn takedowns like that. You know? So I was like, what the fuck? You gotta be out there and make sure you ready, bro. So thoughts and prayers with that, man. Johnny Eblen and Impa Kasanganay. This was a really good fight too. I had Eblen decision. That's how it went. But Eblen had a good first round. He got the pace started. He got the pace going. He put them wrestling chops up there. He threw some good punch combinations, mixed up some good striking, kept the pressure on Impa, wrestled Impa. Good job. Impa was landing some good shots, but really didn't start catching his rhythm yet. Yeah, throw that shit out the window when the second round came. Because Impa came out, Eblen was trying to throw some strikes and get some wrestling going. Impa said, all right, bitch. Boom! Drops Eblen with a mean shot, bro. It was a nasty hook, if I remember correctly. Drops Eblen. We're like, yo, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Eblen gets, yo, he is so rocked. Impa comes out of nowhere and starts throwing more shots. More shots. He's like, oh my fucking God, no. Eblen goes for the single leg. All wrestlers, the majority of wrestlers, when they get hit, they panic. They go for that single leg. If you're a jiu-jitsu guy, you go for that single leg. The desperation single. I always call it the desperation single. You pretty much grabbing for dear life and you're trying to get it to, you know, get your faculties in order. That's happening. Impa's throwing shots at him still. Trying to throw punches and some elbows and a couple of shots to the body. And he's trying to hit him with all types of shit. Eventually, Eblen manages to climb up and get back to his feet. Eventually getting a takedown. But already there was a lot of time that passed already. And it looked like Impa was definitely going to take that second round. Second round goes. We're into the third round. And Impa goes out there looking to land some good shots. He lands a couple good shots early. Eblen goes in and starts landing a couple good shots of his own. The wrestling comes in. Eblen rides the wrestling for the rest of the fight. Man, I said, Eblen, you better not let this motherfucker get any space. What's the decision? Split decision call. The winner is Johnny Eblen. Now, what we learned from that, Johnny Eblen, good fighter. But Johnny Eblen, if Johnny Eblen wasn't as skilled of a wrestler as he is, that motherfucker is losing this fight. That motherfucker would have been asleep in that second round. in that third round, probably would have never, yeah. Either the third round would have never happened, or he would have been fucking flatlined in the opener of that third round. Hadn't it been for the wrestling, bro. Fucking Johnny Eblen, high level wrestling, crazy shit, and have a number of recovery skills because Impa didn't slow down really. Impa had energy. That was the craziest. That's the more crazier part about it. How all this happened, and the fact that they had the cardio, they had the wherewithal to continue. That's what had me upset though. I wish there was a 5-round fight, and I hope if they do rematch down the road, it is a 5-rounder because um it gotta be. It gotta be a 5-rounder. Both those dudes, the level of cardio they have would make for a great fight. Um that's why I thought that the PFL Bellator, I thought they would do that shit at least for the co-main and the main events. Make them 5-round fights. But whatever. Then the main event there, Ryan Bader, Renan Fajea. Ryan walks up there. Ryan being the Bellator heavyweight champ, still Renan Fajea knocking out this dude to become the Bellator champ. Not the Bellator champ, the PFL champion. He won the title this year. It's like, bro, the fuck? Let's go out there. Who we beat up? Dennis Goltsov? Yeah. Yeah, he polished Goltsov off. That's right. I keep forgetting that happened. The wrestling in the first round by Goltsov, followed by I'm going to try to stand with you a little bit. Oh, he defended my takedown. Oh, he hit me a little bit. I'm going to fall. I lost. Well, Ryan Bader walked up to this dude and said, yo, I've been in this game long enough. And then Hennifer throws a right hook. Poof. He threw the straight hook. Like what Ryan Bader likes to throw. He throws like a straight hook. That's what Hennifer threw. And it caught Bader. First punch, boom. Bader drops. And this dude just ran up to him and just fucking Hulk smashed him. Hulk smash! And just beat the hell out of Ryan Bader, man. And Bader laid on the ground trying to cover up his head. He got beat the hell up. Renan Fajea wins. He's the one guy out of the main card that brought light to the PFL guys. Because, let me tell you, as far as the main card goes, because it was AJ, it was Yoel, it was Vadim, it was Jason, it was Eblen. It was 5 Bellator guys in the main card. It would be a clean sweep until Renan Fajea came and said, "Not on my watch." Fucking knocked his shit out. That shit was crazy. But I liked it. Card was pretty good. Okay, I talked about that. Yeah. Now UFC fight night. So later in the night, this happened. 7 o'clock. 7 at night. Live in Mexico City. Mexico! We had the Moreno Royval 2 card. 12 fights on this card. Yeah. It was supposed to be 13 fights on this card. But unfortunately, we had the one pullout. Raul Rosas got sick before the card started. Well, actually, before his fight started. So that was it. As far as the 12 fights go, since they pulled out that one, I ended up going 9-3. I should have been 10-2, but I forced the Lacerda pick. I don't know why the fuck I forced it. I did. But shit happens. I'm sorry. It happens. So let me talk about it. Muhammad Naimov fought Eric Silva at featherweight. This fight was not a long fight, unfortunately. Eric Silva, in the midst of these guys striking, Eric Silva kind of caught his foot like between the cage and the mat because they had that weird space there, and fucked up his MCL. The MCL tore. He fell, got lit up by Naimov. They called it a first round TKO. That was it. 44 seconds. The second one, I had Altamirano here. Victor Altamirano fighting Felipe Dos Santos. Now y'all know Felipe fought Manel Kape in his debut. In Felipe's debut, that was that fill-in for I forgot who it was. But hell of a fight that fight turned out to be. And Dos Santos did a real good job fighting Manel Kape. And this fight, though, it was kind of iffy. It was a close fight, though. I won't lie. Felipe Dos Santos got taken out quite a number of times. But Felipe Dos Santos landed the heavier shots. He landed those big bombs on Altamirano. Altamirano took quite a number of those things pretty well. He took a nasty punch to the face. I think it was like the second or third round. Just thudded the fuck out of his face. Altamirano just ate that shit and said, take now. He threw a good pace, you know what I mean? Good level of pace and shit. Kept these takedowns. He had about 9 takedowns in the fight. But it was Dos Santos, man. Dos Santos eked out the split decision. I felt that kind of happened because he looked good against Manel Kape. Can't afford to let a guy get 2 losses like that. That's just me. But if I didn't think that way, I still would have said Altamirano should have won the fight. But Felipe did land the bigger shot, so he defended quite a number of takedowns. He played the shots. It is what it is. But it's a very fun fight, though. The third round, though, did get sluggish. The elevation is a motherfucker. But we had Denis Bondar out of the Ukraine versus Ronaldo Rodriguez making his debut here. And the first round, it was Denis Bondar. Denis Bondar, known for his grappling, put a grappling clinic on Rodriguez. Constantly taking the back, controlling, kind of folded up Rodriguez a bit. Was just on them. Takedowns, all that stuff. The second round, though, Rodriguez said, that's what you did to me. I got you. Motherfucker started pulling on his own wrestling. I said, wait a minute. What? Good shots, though. Good boxing that he showed. But his grappling, the way he was wrestling and switching positions on Bondar, the scrambling ability, I said, yo, we got a diamond in the rough here. What? Let's go, Rodriguez. Rodriguez got up there, man. Got his guy in a bad position. Started beating up Bondar. Got the back. Submitted him. Rear naked choke. We're like, what? Go Ronaldo Rodriguez. Then we had Claudio Puelles versus Fares Ziam. And I won't lie, I kind of at first was going to take Claudio. But then I thought about it, and I'm like, Claudio is not bad, but he can't strike really. But his grappling is good, but he can't strike. That's the suckiest part. And that's my Peruvian dude. I like the Peruvian fighters. I mentioned it before. I love the Peruvian fighters. Claudio's a confusion. He's a very confused dude. And Ziam, after Ziam lost to McKinney and came back the last fight, I did like that he improved his takedown defense. I like that. and defending the submissions on the ground. And I was like, he's the way better striker of the two. So I'll take Ferris. Sure enough, Claudio did get takedowns. He did get a couple minutes of control. But it was Zion and Zion striking. Zion had him fucked up. Zion even dropped Puelles with a jab. You know how fucking embarrassing it gotta be for you to get dropped by a jab? Like, yo, I'm an MMA fighter. I'm out here fighting. Like, you're not even really tired, but you get hit and yo, I'm going down to the jab. Psh, this motherfucker got hit with a jab and he dropped. That shit was crazy. But yeah, man. I just don't understand. Hold on, let me actually check it though. Yeah, Claudio Puelles got 7 of 13 takedowns for 7 minutes and 14 seconds. Yeah, 7 of 13. With control time, 7 minutes and 14 seconds of control time. Landed 7 of 13 takedowns. That means the control time doesn't quite relate to, like, okay, I controlled them, but I didn't get all that time to the takedowns. For Zion, though, got 1 submission attempt, 2 reversals, and 4 minutes and 30 seconds of control time. However, Claudio Puelles threw 17 of 27 strikes. For Zion landed 58 of 82. Do you understand now why this was definitely going to go in the way of one Ferris? God damn. Signature strikes, he only landed 4 of 9. Significant strikes. Where Ferzian landed 31 of 48. Godly. Claudio Puelles, you gotta retire, bro. Go retire, bro. So, then we had the Edgar Chairez, Daniel Lacerda fight, which was very sad. This dude was literally 0-4. And was it 0-4-1? Was supposed to come out here, fight, avenge the questionable, near losses that he had against this guy Edgar Chairez. This man gets submitted in the first round in 2 minutes and 17 seconds. He drops the guy. He goes in the guy's guard. And before he tries to escape to keep the fight on the feet, he is lingering. You see this dude throwing his legs up, trying to triangle choke you. And you stay right where you're at. You don't advance to sit in the guard, to be in the guard. You went in the guard, but then came out the guard, and then you're sitting there like you're waiting for this dude to lock up the triangle. Motherfucking shit, man. This dude was just there. Like, I'm glad to be a participant. Oh, you got it? You sure? You want me to get some tea? Where's the tea? Oh, man. Oh, I tapped. Oh, that's exactly what happened. And he lost. No. So I have been real smarter for taking Chairez, of course. But DraftKings, I need an underdog. And I said Lacerda will probably be the guy to do it, maybe. He always comes out with that fierce first round, but he didn't even really look fierce like that. And then your man really sat in the submission attempt for like over a minute just for this guy to really lock it in. And then that's it. You tap. And then you look upset. So it's 5-0-5-1. 1 no contest, 0 wins, 5 losses, all 5 losses by way of finish. Daniel Lacerda. I don't want to see this bum up again. We had Mateus Mendoza versus Jesus Aguilar. A lot of scrambling, some crazy positions fights, heavy shots thrown. I don't even know what to say, man. But Jesus Aguilar got the split decision win. That was bugged out. That was real bugged out. My other underdog came through. Christian Quinones fought Ronnie Barcelos. I took about Barcelos there. And it was a good fight. Back and forth action going on between the two. Quinones had landed some good shots there, if I remember. Yeah, he landed some good shots. Got some crazy shit going on against Barcelos. Barcelos actually fucked up his shoulder. His left arm was fucked up. The shoulder got dislocated. The corner guys had to pull it to put it back in place. And he went out there and he fought his fight. And mixed up some good takedowns, between the two. It was a close fight though, close fight. Just that Barcelos wanted the significant strikes a lot more. He wanted to make shit count. He really wanted to make shit count. And he went out there. Quinones put some wrestling chops on him, but eventually Ronnie turned up the heat in the third round. Got a big takedown that said, butter, 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 fuck you, butter. Beat him up. Got on him. Rear naked choke. Got the win. Super emotional victory for Ronnie Barcelos. But I was happy for him, bro. Manuel Torres fought the opener of the main card against Chris Duncan. Duncan came from the Contender Series. Torres had knocked out Nicholas Malta with that elbow. God damn. And Duncan came out here trying to throw some wrestling. He tried to get some grappling chops out there, show that, he could get hit. Even though he did rock Torres. He rocked Torres early. Bad. And then Torres tried to throw, but then Duncan was trying to wrestle. So Torres says, oh, word? You going to put some grappling? All right. He went for some crazy little side choke joint. Got a crazy takedown on this guy, Duncan. Then he threw a couple punches, got in the back. Got his thing going. Locked it up. Body lock. Rear naked choke. Duncan taps. Fight's over. Yasmin Jauregui, yeah. For Sam Hughes. This was Sam Hughes trying to go for a takedown. Sam Hughes trying to land some good shots. Sam Hughes getting completely overshadowed by Yasmin. Yasmin just said, cool. Turned up the heat. Majority of the rounds. Landed great shots. Shot selection. A lot of pop in those joints. Got the win. Sam Hughes could never really get anything started. She tried to, but too little too late, man. Daniel Zellhuber and Francisco Prado had a wild fight. That went to decision. Props to this dude, though. Zellhuber is a very interesting dude because long-rangey dude could make a fight nasty. He was bloodying up Prado. Prado ain't back down for shit, though. Prado kept trying to step forward, wing the big overhand right to cut the distance to throw the other shots, or throw the other shots to cut the distance to throw the overhand. Zellhuber got hit a couple times with the joint, but it didn't really phase him. Zellhuber just kept the jabs going, the push kicks going, throwing all those shots and combinations. got his win. Won via yeah, got his win. As I said, Prado ain't back down from nobody. Prado, young dude, but he take a lot of punishment early. And I wouldn't mind seeing him fight Drew Dober though. Then we had Ortega versus Rodriguez. And at first I was gonna take Yair, but I said, nah. T City, I'm gonna rock with you, T City, because whenever you come back, you're always different. Well, first round, typical Yair Rodriguez type round. Big kicks, big shots thrown, jabs, the long rangy body kicks, the leg kicks, big shots. We like that. Ortega said, I eat those. Second round came. He started pressing the action, throwing his boxing, putting his boxing together, getting a good rhythm, landing some good shots to get inside to grapple. Brian got a takedown. Brian was working. Yair didn't like that. Yair was like, oh shit. I shit, motherfucker. So now Yair goes out there. Yair's like, all right, they took me down, they beat me up. But I'm not gonna let him do it again. Mind you, the dude is throwing crazy shots. And I'm like, wait, what? So, second round came. Yair trying to fight his fight. Ortega gets inside. They're like, they're fighting. Ortega gets inside again. Gets the takedown. And I said, ha ha ha. Just like Frankie Edgar did him. Just like Volkanovski did him. My man folded under the pressure. I don't understand it. He folded. There's no other way around it. He got taken down. Ortega threw shots. This man turned and looked away. I'm just gonna you drop your keys or something like that on the floor there. And then my man went and got the submission. He got the submission. Arm triangle. And then my man Yair just sitting there. He don't know what to say. He looked lost. Brother, don't be lost. Explain that. What the hell are you doing? Brian went out there, talked to all the Mexican fans, let them know even though he was born in the USA, he is Mexico through and through. I don't know, man. That motherfucker is truly Mexican because he goes out there to fight. And he may be as jiu-jitsu as we want to say, but shit. And then we have Roy Val versus Moreno. And this one, I can explain this one real short. Good fight. Moreno's boxing was carrying him in the first couple rounds with a little bit of the wrestling to control. Roy Val managed to turn it around, use a couple big kicks, and a high volume. I think, was it Roy Val? What Roy Val landed? 145 strikes. The Brandon Moreno's 112. Significant strikes, I mean. When you look at Brandon Moreno threw 100. Well, he landed 119 of 219 total strikes. Where Brandon Royval landed 177 of 556 strikes. God damn. And still, they gave it to Royval, man. Royval got it. Royval only had one takedown to two, and Brandon Moreno landed 3 of 5 takedowns. But the shit was just really crazy, man. They gave it to Royval. Yeah, Moreno first round. Yeah, Royval. Shit crazy. Shit crazy, crazy, shit crazy. Alright, so what's going on? Well, tomorrow is one fight night 166. Oh no. It's in the morning. Ah, it's in the morning. Oh boy. Y'all still be able to watch this though. I'll watch when I get home. I got an appointment tomorrow. Dang. But it's on free TV though. That's what's good about it. It's on free TV. So catch this tomorrow on free TV. I gotta make my picks now. It's Heine the Leader versus Anatoly Malikin. Russia versus the Netherlands. As Anatoly beat Heiner for the light heavy. Was it the for the light? Excuse me, for his light heavyweight championship. Totally annihilated that man. Um, yep, totally annihilated him. I think what was it? Anatoly. Was it Anatoly? Yeah, they didn't fight. Yeah, it was just the one time, right? Yeah, it was the one time. Yeah, where they fought. Heine was trying to get a lot of the takedowns and grappling. He couldn't do none of that shit against Anatoly because Anatoly is just mostly muscle. Plus he has a crazy ass sambo background. Um, I will take one, please. I will gladly have one, please. These are white. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to make that sound racist, guys. She gave me a white chocolate Pearl 8. So that's what I got. It's all white. So I say it's very white. Yo, I thought you left.
No, I want to eat before I leave.
I am gonna ask why you have the mask on.
Because I don't want to go downstairs and they see the tissue of my nose.
So yeah. So damn. So yeah, man. So Heine the Ritter was trying to go for the takedowns, couldn't get the takedowns. Anatoly pretty much fought all the takedowns and was just piecing them up. Then he killed him and he won the fight. He won the title. So then he went on and fought the other dude, or Arjun Bullard.
Shit!
What happened?
Fucking bike almost hit into the car.
Oh no. Arjun Bullard. He actually beat up Arjun Bullard, won the heavyweight title. So now he's walking around as a 2 division champion. So this to be the rematch here. So for the one lightweight title, was it Uber Eats? Kai Tang will be fighting Tan Lee for the one lightweight title. To be honest, We're about to look this up right now. Tang Kai. There you go. That's why I'm like, who the fuck is Kai Tang? Yeah, he's a featherweight champion, Tang Kai. Okay, lightweight. See, I know I'm not bullshit. They said lightweight, but it's the featherweight title. Yeah, Tang Kai. Yeah, Tang Kai. Tang Kai's like 28 years old. He's a fucking beast though. Um, Out of China, represents Tiger Muay Thai. Tiger Muay Thai. Um, he's 18-2. And they his only losses come from decision. He has 4 decision wins and 14 wins by knockout or technical knockout. And it's been 2 years since he's fought. No, about 2 years. A year and a half. He fought Tan Lee to win the title. So he's just been chilling. Super savage young cat, this dude is. Tan Lee is the dude who knocked out Martin Nguyen to become the champion there. And you remember him. He was on Black Zillions versus American Top Team on that season of The Ultimate Fighter. Long live Black Zillions. The dude that got dynamite in whatever he throws. If he's focused and he throws it, that shit is hell on earth. That's going to be a bomb of a featherweight fight. Jared Brooks defends his flyweight title, though, against Joshua Pasio. I think I'm not sure. Is it the featherweight title or strawweight title? It's one of the two. But yeah, the Monkey God returns against Joshua Pasio. And Pasio from the Philippines, very fast guy, dynamic guy too, mixed skills. So we got Erjan Buller versus Emil Ali Akbari, which is big level wrestlers. Big level wrestling. Buller being the Canadian, the Indian Canadian, versus the Iranian Olympian, Amir Ali Akbari. God damn. Whoo! Then we filled up the rest of the card with some random fighters here. There's a grappling event there. We got some Muay Thai fights before that. And we got boxing, man. Zuhair Al-Khatani versus Mehdi Zatout. They'll be having boxing. 3 3-minute rounds. Yeah, so check that out, man. That's Friday in the morning. Tomorrow morning. Ooh.
No, I know. But I was just saying, like, what happened when you got there?
So I'm about to try to figure that. Check that out. As for Saturday goes, there's an Octagon card. Then we got UFC Fight Night. UFC Fight Night, man. But don't miss out that card. That one card is free in the morning, so don't miss out. So we're stuck with a shitty card after a lot of really. Last weekend's card was pretty damn good. Of course, it was gonna be good. We're back to a borderline confusion, shitty on paper, but may turn out to be very entertaining. Card as we get a guy who made it to the UFC just this year. Is fighting a ranked guy.
Well, at least you get better now.
Bahrain's own Shamil Gaziev faces the number 12 fight out of Suriname. The number 12 UFC heavyweight, Jairzinho Rozenstruik. I don't know what to say. The prelims on this card start at 1:30. So we can say the card starts at 1:30. The prelims start at 1:30. The main card starts at 4 o'clock. So the main card, yeah, Rosenstrike, Gaziev. Co-main event is Victor Petrino versus Tyson Pedro. A big fight in the flyweight division. My fault. Between former title challenger Alex Perez at number 7 and number 8 Muhammad Mokaev, the undefeated man right now. Captain undefeated, 10-0, Muhammad Mokaev. We also have Umar Nurmagomedov, the Kuzo Umar, number 13, versus Bekzat Al-Makan, the Kazakhstani. There you go. We also have Matt Schnell, the number 9 flyweight, facing the number 12 flyweight, Steve Erceg out of Australia. Yeah, man. On the prelims, we got Eric Anders versus Jamie Pickett. Vinicius Oliveira versus Bernardo Sopaj. I don't know. Ayman Zahabi versus Javid Basharat, which actually should be a very, very technical fight. Another one of those, and I'm not mad at it. Christian Leroy Duncan versus Claudio Ribeiro. You know, the beauty and the beast, you could say that. The beauty of striking and the beast style of striking. Because Claudio Ribeiro throws ugly, but he gets things done. And Christian Leroy Duncan is a finesser, but we'll see how he does this fight time around. Ludovic Klein was supposed to have a Joel Alvarez, the submission ace out of Spain, but he'll be fighting this guy by the name of AJ Cunningham, who's coming in on short notice. And then we have Abdul Kareem Al-Sawadi, my fault, versus Loic Radzhabov, which is going to be a hell of an opener. Hell of an opener fight.
Now look at that. You got a mini fake case.
Yeah, so this card is going to be really fucking interesting. Because Sawadi's a dude that was somewhat wrestling, but started putting striking together. His kickboxing is fucking fantastic. Radzhabov is no nonsense, and he just throws haymakers, but his wrestling is pretty fucking good. Klein, technical finesser, out of the what you call it, the is this the Slovakia? Versus AJ Cunningham. The AJ wasn't bad. AJ was all right. AJ got washed up a while ago though. Who was it? That dude, Stephen Gwynn, came out and said, "Hey," but he managed to find his way, come back short notice here, fight to take Joel Alvarez's spot. We'll see what happens there. Claudio Ribeiro came from the 2022 season of Tough. That's probably Shaman. Somebody at the door?
What, they use in the bathroom?
This is Christian Leroy Duncan. Duncan was a Cage Warrior standout.
No, you're not getting no door.
Claudio Ribeiro does big hands. He showed up. He had one big win. Then, yeah, he got the big win on the Contender Series. Yeah. Then he got knocked out by Abdul Razak Al Hassan. But then cleaned up when he washed up Joseph Holmes. But then gets obliterated by Roman Kopalov's head kick. Good matchup, though. Good matchup, as I mentioned. Javid Basharat, Ayman Zahabi. Basharat out of the Extreme Couture. Zahabi out of TriStar. 2 top gyms, man. Two of some of the best gyms, best coaches. technical game right here. Super chess match. I look forward to that one. So I'll mark that down as one of my faves to watch. Um, Javid could keep a pretty regular level output to sometimes a high output. Ibn Zahabi is very cool and calm, mid to low level output, but sometimes could just find the shots necessary to KO fools. Just get finishes. He's good at it, man. Um, Vinicius Oliveira versus Bernardo Sopage. I'm gonna be honest. I'm trying to remember who the hell is Sopage, but the other boy. Oliveira. Bernardo Sopage. He got called in to take this fight. Oliveira's from UAE. So we'll see how these dudes fight. I don't know nothing much about Sopage. I would take Oliveira in this fight, but then I wouldn't be surprised if Sopage probably win. Expect the unexpected. I'll bail from that. Same thing with the Pickett Anders fight. Because Eric Anders is his own worst enemy. Same thing with Jamie Pickett. Anders got big power, though. Pickett don't really got power, but he's working his wrestling. But Jamie Pickett don't know how to use his jiu-jitsu. Don't know how to do certain stuff. That was weird. Matt Schnell. Always a gamer. Striking, grappling, whatever he wants to do, he gets it done. But a little chinny. He's there to get submitted. He's there to get knocked out. And Steve Erceg, I don't know his knockout ability yet like that. But I see he got some good submission skills. And he can't kickbox. Don't worry, Jessica. I'm gonna get Jason. Because I'm gonna tell you go get mine. So let's see how Erceg does against a veteran player in the UFC like Schnell. I don't know nothing about Bexak Almakan, but we know Umar continues to be a work in progress, but a devastating work in progress, man. Golly. Perez, high speed. Sometimes he keeps a high pace. Good striking. He can wrestle. He can scramble. But sometimes against the elite, it don't stand that way, man. It don't stand that way. Represent the Ian McCall gang, Team Oyama. From Muhammad Mokayev, man. Boy. The Dagestani out of London, man. This boy, he's still working things out too, man. 10-0. 10-0. Word. Muhammad Mokayev, he got the power, man. The power of grappling. Young dude, crazy grappling skills, man. Crazy grappling scrambles. Working his way on transitioning submission-wise, but does keep a crazy pace, yo. It's just that I like Perez. Perez could do things. Perez could probably get this one here. And I think a win here for Perez is much needed, though, because Perez, between missing weight and, oh boy, losing some of these fights, it's just fucking ugly, man. Between that man pulling out for fights, the whole match no situation shit, and a lot of the fights he was supposed to have but pulled out of, especially that bullshit he did with Manel Cop, yeah. Alex Perez, he needs a win. I think he loses here. They cut him. He don't come back. Victor Petrino versus Tyson Pedro.
I just want to know why does they decide
Petrino, big. So far undefeated. So far, he's using his grappling pretty well. He's using his striking pretty well. Sometimes if he gets a little too aggressive, he can gas himself out. Tyson Pedro, so far so good coming back. You know, he's had those lapses as far as some of those fights go, where he lapsed, he gets caught, or just afraid to pull the trigger. Um, you know, he fought. What is it? I think he fought about.
fucking domino niggas almost died.
You know, he lost to Bukowskis, but then he beat Anton Terkaj. Schooled Anton, but Bukowskis really shut him down. You know, so we'll see if he's there mentally, he goes out there, he puts this whole fight on the front foot, fucking gas. You know what I mean? Step on the gas and just works at a really good level, throwing jabs, putting the jabs out there, putting his boxing out there pretty much. Boxing and the kicking. Not enough body kicks though, because Petrino could grab those legs and he's willing to put people to the ground. He's also a little savvy on the feet, so this one's tough. And then Jairzinho Rosenstrike, wrestler, striker. There's nothing else really left to say about that. Um, but it's really good though. It's a good fight. You know what I mean? There's not much emphasis to put on the card. I'm sorry about that. Let's see. Let's see what we can find real quick. Hold on. I'm sorry, y'all. Corral? Okay. Let's see if we can find it. I'm gonna look for something real quick. Let me see. Let me see if I can find. Okay. So the boxing. All right. Bro. There's some boxing going on Friday. Wasserman boxing. You probably got to catch this on either. It says live on 5. So I guess this would be either. You probably maybe catch this on his own BT Sport, but Eurovision. Abbas Barral, who's 14-1, Black German, will be fighting the 34-8 Sam Eggington for the EBU European Super Welterweight title. We got Andre Dascalu, who's 4-0, fighting Joe Jackson Brown, who's 7-0 for the British Southern Area Super Middleweight title. Ryan Kelly, who's 18-4, fighting Jan Alexandru Lutic for the middleweight fight. Dan Toward, who's 2-0, will be fighting 8-7 Frank Madsen at super welterweight. Matty Harris will be fighting Amin Buchetta. This got to be like a light heavyweight bout or a super middleweight bout. On the two. So it doesn't mark it here. Sultan Zaurbek, who's 16-0. Kazakhstan will be fighting Carlos Daniel Cordoba, who is from Argentina, 16-10 at lightweight. Bantamweight. Yeah, junior lightweight. Junior lightweight. There you go. Gully Power, who's 7-0, will be fighting Angelo Turco, who's 8-30. Oh, Jesus Christ! There's a couple other a couple low level fights on this card, but you could catch that if you want to. That's on Friday. But we also have Otunbek Kolmatov versus Raymond Ford. Okay. Ray Ford. Hey. We're looking to find a young man. Top rank. There you go. At 1:00. All right. Let's see. Live in Verona, New York. Otabek Kolmatov. Oh yeah, that dude. Kolmatov, 12-0. We'll be fighting Ray Ford for the WBA World Featherweight title. Oh, that guy. That Kolmatov. Yeah, okay. Yeah. I know this fucking guy now. Yeah. Yeah. He's been pretty fucking good. He has been pretty fucking good. Luis Alberto Lopez, 29-2, would be fighting Raya Abe, who's 25-3-1 out of Japan for the IBF World Featherweight title. Brian Norman Jr., who's 25-0, would be fighting Janelson Bochachica, who's 17-2-1 for welterweight. Rohan Polanco, who's 11-0. I've seen Rohan box a little bit. He's really fucking good. Tariq Zaina, was 13-0-1 at super lightweight. Troy Isley, who's 11-0, fighting Marcos Hernandez, who's 16-6-2 at middleweight. Brandon Moore, who's 13-0, will be fighting Herman Olgan, who's 9-6-1. Floyd Diaz, 10-0 versus Edwin Rodriguez, who's 12-7. Bryce Mills, who'll be fighting Jerfred Gayot at super lightweight. And like Nico Ali Walsh opens up the prelim portion of the card against Luke Nucili. Nico. Look at you, Nico. You fucking opener. Your brother's an MMA fighter who was just fighting in Saudi Arabia, man. What the hell's going on? There we go. Amanda Serrano. Yes. The Serrano fight. Yes. Serrano. We may be in there for the Serrano joint. Yeah, I think we could actually be in there for the Serrano joint. Because this card will end in time for us to actually catch Serrano. There's an interesting set of fights on this fucking card. The MVP card. Most valuable promotions, man. Co-promoted with Spartan Boxing in San Juan, Puerto Rico, which is actually a good place to actually put this fight. Amanda Serrano will be fighting in front of her home peoples, man. 46-2-1. Defending her IBF, WBO, and WBA's World Female Featherweight titles against Nina Menke. Meinke is 18-3. Respectively, the Brave, 30 years old, respectable in her own rights, man. You know, her pro debut, she lost against Katie Taylor. But since then she's fought some good names, man. She fought some good names. You know, Kimika Miyoshi, Teresa Dvorakova, Adina Kiss. Of course, the biggest name on her record is fucking Katie Taylor, though. You know, she worked up her own way out of Germany. It'll be a good fight. Two pretty ladies, too. Let's go. Amanda Serrano. Psh. Amanda Serrano got them ears. She pretty, but she got them ears, bro. Forehead and them ears. She cool. Then you got Jake Paul, man, on the co-main. Co-main fighting this dude 7-2 record by the name of Ryan Borland. Now, Borland is 7-2. The Rhino. He's 35 years old. He has a record. You know, he has a record. He hasn't fought in about in a year and a half, though. 2 years. We'll see how it works. 200 pounds. Jonathan Gonzalez defending the WBO World Light Flyweight title. 27-3-1 against Renee Santiago, who's 12-3. We got Crystal Rosado, 2-0. Fighting Gloria Munguia. Javon Walton. Juana Walton. This is what I'm looking forward to seeing. He's fighting this guy named Joshua Torres, but Javon Walton will be making his second pro fight, I think. It's gonna be very fucking interesting, man. 17 years old. He's going over there to Puerto Rico, man. I hear things. So I want to see how he does looking at 17. Because you're only 17 now. Bro, that's a lot of experience you could pick up between 17 and 24, 25? Shit. So we'll see how he does here against this Joshua Torres kid. We got this dude named Christopher Diaz fighting Headley Scott. Diaz 27-4. Scott is 18-1. That junior lightweight, Pedro Marquez, 14-1-0. Fighting Brandon Valdez, 15-4. Elijah Flores, 7-0. Fighting Alejandro Munera, welterweight. And they got one fight though. One more fight. I'll talk about those next week. But that's it pretty much because next week I got to really get into shit because next week Stephen Butler fights on a Thursday and Joshua Ngannou's on a Friday. So yeah, man, I'm looking forward to getting into this. You'll probably catch another one of these later, probably on Sunday. But for now, that's all I gotta say. Took the break and it was good, but I'm gonna get right back to my studying stuff and paying attention to what's going on in this news. The latest Karate Combat event is on YouTube. You should go check that out. That was pretty fucking dope. I'm gonna put some links up here because I gotta send this to the OK Live and and the other joint that I'm streaming on. So I'm not on OK Live right now. I'm on vk.ru or VK. Just type vk.com, whatever, and you just find me, Mr. B, the fight guy. Just Mr. B. You'll just type Mr. B and you'll see it. You'll know it's me because my profile pictures are always with somebody fight related or some hot female mixed martial artist. You know what it is. But still on Twitter, New Year's same B at Mr. B 1986. I'm still streaming, so just hit me up on the Twitter joint, the X, to find out where I'm at. But I'll be streaming the fight still. I'm still out here. I'm gonna drop probably one of these on a Sunday, probably the Sunday, because I can do all the boxing on the Sunday. I know I keep saying that shit, but either the Sunday or the Monday. Let me just put it to you like that. And then, 'cause there's a lot to talk about the boxing. That Joshua card, god damn. Whew, I look forward to it though. But that's it. Next weekend, really hot weekend. But for now, that's all that's really happening. But thanks for coming through. Thanks for chilling. We gotta see how these fights go. And if I'm gonna go through picks right now, you know what? Let me look. Let me look right now. Okay. If I'm looking at this, I'll probably take Rosenstrike. Pedro versus Petrino. I'll probably take Pedro. Definitely taking Mokayev. Definitely taking Nurmagomedov. Usyk versus Schnell. I might take Usyk. I'll take Anders. I'm gonna leave the fight alone, but I'll take Anders. But not as a like gun to head. I'll take Anders. Vinicius over Oliveira. I'll probably take over Sopaj. Basharat versus Zahabi is gonna be a tricky one. I think Zahabi might have a way to pull a win here, but we'll see. I'll take Ribeiro over Duncan because I think Duncan's gonna do something stupid. I'll take Klein over Cunningham because Klein's no mercy. And Salati, that's a tough son of a bitch. If he could defend the takedowns, I'll probably take him. But we'll see how they look like at weigh-ins. But for right now, it'll be Radzabov. But that's it, man. I gave y'all where I needed to look for me. And if you can't find me, I don't know what to tell you. But yeah, hopefully, if we can find, get on Mr. Hicks' Late Night Parent. I'll be with Ted Hicks, Tony D, Brian Cattleskull, Fireman Rich if Rich is out there. All those good folks, man. The Glickster at Nonsensical Nonsense and all those other folks, bro. All about the joy and man. AFC South, touring AFC South and all that good stuff, man. Gotta catch up with those folks because I got on the last time they got on the Late Night Parents. I got on there as a really late night parent, and so I missed out. But hopefully, yeah, man, we'll see what happens. Anyway, y'all be good, y'all be easy, y'all take care. See y'all when I see y'all. Peace.